gentlemen, Bivol, Beterbiev, validation or revenge, February 22nd, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
The rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated fights in recent boxing history. Both men have something to prove, and the stakes couldn't be higher.
Давайте сфотографируем, типа face to face, там реклама.
Face to face?
Да?
Hey, undisputed.
Undisputed!
Beterbiev, the undefeated knockout artist, is determined to retain his titles and cement his legacy. Meanwhile, Bivol, hungry for redemption, has made it clear that he's not just looking for a win. He wants to dominate and end Beterbiev completely. At 39 years old, Artur Beterbiev remains one of the most feared fighters in boxing. Despite nearing 40, retirement is not on his mind. The Russian-Canadian powerhouse has stated multiple times that as long as his body allows, he will continue to fight and defend his belts. His first encounter with Bivol in October 2024 was a grueling war, with Beterbiev securing a controversial split decision victory. While the official scorecards favored him, many fans and analysts felt Bivol had done enough to win. The controversy surrounding that fight only adds to the tension leading into the rematch. Beterbiev's reputation as a knockout machine is well earned. He has finished every opponent he has faced. His relentless pressure, raw power, and ability to break opponents down over time make him one of the most dangerous champions in boxing today. He knows Bivol will enter the ring with a refined strategy, but Beterbiev is confident his power and durability will once again prove too much. For Dmitry Bivol, this fight is personal. He believes he was robbed in their first encounter and is coming into the rematch with a laser-focused mentality. The WBA light heavyweight champion has spent months analyzing every detail of their previous fight, identifying the moments that cost him victory. He knows that to beat Beterbiev, he must not only outbox him, but also neutralize his relentless pressure. Bivol's strategy for the rematch revolves around several key adjustments. He plans to increase his output in the later rounds, ensuring he doesn't fade down the stretch. His footwork, already one of his greatest assets, will be even sharper to keep Beterbiev from cutting off the ring. Speed and precision will be his biggest weapons, as he aims to frustrate Beterbiev and land clean counters before slipping out of danger. One of Bivol's main concerns is avoiding unnecessary punishment. Beterbiev's punches are devastating, and even the best defensive fighters struggle to absorb his power over 12 rounds. Bivol is focusing on head movement, lateral movement, and defensive positioning to minimize damage while still landing effective offense. The rematch is set to take place on February 22nd, 2025, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a location that has become a hotspot for major boxing events. With the undisputed light heavyweight championship on the line once again, the outcome of this fight will have major implications for both fighters. If Beterbiev wins, he will continue his reign of dominance and possibly look toward a mega fight with a rising contender or even move up in weight for one final challenge. If Bivol wins, he not only reclaims his status as the best light heavyweight in the world, but also sets up the potential for a trilogy fight by the end of 2025.
How quick did that happen? Like, it seemed as though the rematch was done in like a week. We already knew that you guys
on
were
the next
fight.
day.
On the next day?
On the next day, yeah.
Yeah? And you wanted it? You didn't say, okay, let's go somewhere else first. You said, okay, let's go straight to it.
Yeah, I don't want to waste my energy
doing something else.
Yeah, something else, you know. While it's hot, I think it's more interesting.
Boxing fans around the world are eagerly awaiting this clash of styles. Beterbiev's brute force against Bivol's technical brilliance. Will Beterbiev prove once again that power rules over precision? Or will Bivol execute the perfect game plan and get his revenge? One thing is certain, on February 22nd, there will be no room for controversy. Only a definitive answer to who is the true king of the division.
I have no idea how this second fight's going to play out, but if you say that that wasn't you 100%, I don't know what 100% Bivol's going to be.
Of course it wasn't. And I have to be closer to my 100%. I have to even be 150%.
As the highly anticipated rematch between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol approaches, the boxing world is buzzing with opinions. Fighters, analysts, and fans alike are split on who will emerge victorious. The first fight was razor close, and the rematch promises to be just as competitive, if not more intense. Several high-profile names in the sport have voiced their thoughts on the upcoming showdown, adding even more intrigue to an already electric matchup.
Revenge. I think Bivol, I think all he had to do was just finish a little bit stronger. He did really good in the fight, but the last 2 to 3 rounds, he kind of let his foot off the gas, and I think he know that.
Shakur Stevenson, the undefeated multi-division champion, is placing his bet on Bivol. He believes that if Bivol can sustain his high tempo and movement for all 12 rounds, he has the skills to outpoint Beterbiev. Stevenson has consistently praised Bivol's technical ability and ring IQ, noting that his ability to avoid heavy exchanges will be key to victory.
Yeah, I watched this fight. I think Bivol win this fight. Oh, not Bivol, but Beterbiev win.
You scored it to him?
Listen, for me, I say for me like a 6-6 for round. Yeah, but more percent win Beterbiev. Last 3 round, 100% win Beterbiev.
Alexander Usyk, the undisputed heavyweight champion and one of the best technical boxers in the sport, remains neutral, predicting a 50-50 fight. Usyk understands firsthand what it takes to battle against elite-level pressure fighters, and he believes this fight will come down to execution rather than natural ability.
The next best thing to get me closest to being where I want to be is to win an interim world title, and Josh Buatsi has that, so there's something in it for me. There's a lot at stake for me. So
Callum Smith, who has shared the ring with both men, slightly leans towards Bivol. He cites Bivol's youth, stamina, and adaptability as the deciding factors. However, Smith also warns that if Beterbiev manages to cut off the ring and land clean, it could be a very tough night for Bivol. Khamzat Chimaev, a dominant force in the UFC, has thrown his full support behind Beterbiev. Chimaev, known for his aggressive fighting style and background in combat sports, has reposted highlights of Beterbiev's previous victories, showcasing the champion's raw power and relentless pressure. His admiration for Beterbiev suggests that he believes sheer power will once again triumph over finesse. With such divided opinions from some of the sport's biggest names, fans are left wondering whether Bivol's adjustments will be enough or if Beterbiev will once again impose his unstoppable will. While Beterbiev vs. Bivol 2 is the main attraction, the undercard for this event is packed with high-stakes fights featuring some of the most talented names in boxing.
Challenging the defending world champion, Triple Dynamite Dubois, in a scheduled 12-round contest for the IBF heavyweight.
Daniel Dubois, one of the hardest hitters in the heavyweight division, will defend his IBF title against former world champion Joseph Parker. This fight is seen as a major crossroads battle, with Dubois aiming to solidify himself as a serious contender in the heavyweight scene, while Parker looks to prove he still belongs at the top. Shakur Stevenson will take on rising star Floyd Schofield in what is shaping up to be one of the most exciting lightweight bouts of the year. Stevenson, known for his slick defense and pinpoint accuracy, is facing an ambitious, young Schofield who is eager to make a statement. Stevenson, never one to shy away from self-promotion, has boldly declared himself the biggest attraction on the card. Whether or not that's true, there's no doubt that his presence adds even more star power to an already stacked event. With multiple title fights, rising stars, and high-stakes matchups, the February 22nd event in Riyadh is shaping up to be one of the most unforgettable nights in modern boxing. The significance of Beterbiev vs. Bivol, too, extends far beyond just a championship rematch. It's a fight that will define the legacies of both men. If Bivol wins, a trilogy fight is highly likely before the end of 2025. Given how close the first fight was, a decisive Bivol victory would almost guarantee a third and final battle between the two warriors. If Beterbiev wins, he remains the most feared puncher in the light heavyweight division and could potentially look toward a historic fight against a top cruiserweight or even a move to heavyweight for a massive payday. Ultimately, this fight is more than just a rematch. It's a battle for supremacy, revenge, and boxing immortality. With the world watching, both men will step into the ring knowing that this night could define their entire careers. On February 22nd, 2025, Riyadh will host a fight that could go down in history as one of the greatest battles in boxing's modern era. Okay guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content, and check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.